Your loved ones, hi, I'm Captain Mooney. Today's April 14th, 2022. Welcome to Thursday. Checking out Captain Mooney style, making some sense. And what's the sense I want to make today? Well, my nose is itching, hang on. And it's not anything that I've been sorting recently. Holy moly, it's itchy. The sense I want to tell you is this. Gosh, itchy. The sense I want to tell you is this. Your loved ones are only going to be at much as peace as the most peaceful person on the planet. Does that make sense? If someone you know is in bits scattered, they are only going to know on the unconscious, subjective, eternal force level of life seen, force of life unseen existence planes. They are only going to know the amount of peace or the amount of unrest that you here on the earthly realms are exhibiting and entertaining. So what that means is, how bad does my deceased loved one feel? How bad is hell? How bad have I ever felt? That's how bad you might have felt at one point. That's what hell feels like. How good is heaven? Well, if you feel that connected to your physical, and you should understand a concept of comparing and contrasting to get a better grasp for appreciating your place in the solar system, the Milky Way, your place on the earth, the planet of the earth. No more just your 5G awareness mattering, but taking your existence to the global perspective for proper integration into the proper globalization of people uniting together, of people being able to understand one another beyond concepts of simple words, but being able to understand one another as different, intricate, intelligent beings that are to be honored regardless of where you come from, because we're all on this rock together, the earth, in space, in time, whatever. So there you go. Does that make sense? So it would behoove you to be kind to one another, because it will help your ancestors to rest their scattered bits, or their rotting bits that are lying in huddled masses in graves and pits and under seas and under cars and under chairs and in septic tanks everywhere, unresting because they met tragic, traumatic demise. They can only experience as much peace as I can imagine for them. It would behoove you guys to really pay me a lot of money and just throw me in a bunch of horses to have fun helping them learn dressage. That's all, and do cross country. That's all I gotta say. I don't mind speaking up. I just need to be able to do what's appropriate. Kamala Harris is no Camilla. Okay, Prince Charles, hello. Diana, I'm bringing home the love. I want you to know. So she had different qualities as a human than Camilla, okay? And that's what you're seeing, all right? You should have those different qualities in everyone. Everyone should have a Diana side, and everyone needs to have a Charles, Camilla side. I'm not trying to sexualize it. What I'm trying to say is two very different women, but those are two different psyches that exist within me. And most people operate with a full set of a noodle. That's called, when they put their best foot forward, they're operating with their noodle for their heart. Diana exemplified the heart noodle. And then Camilla, if you just look at Camilla on a horse and you don't consider Camilla as a woman, okay, we only were asked to consider Diana as a woman of Wales, okay? I'm sure Diana would have carried herself different had she been on a horse in order to live. She just didn't do that. She went diving. That's crazy. That's very intense. You have to do everything just right. So that tells you a lot about Diana's personality. She didn't want to stay around and live. She wanted to die. Nobody dives off a perfectly good yacht. I don't care if there is a diving board there, unless there's some component of I want to die. How do I know? Hi, I'm Captain C. Young Owens Mooney. Before I was Captain C. Young Owens Mooney, I was PV2 Owens, and I went diving off a cliff a couple times in Hawaii in 1990, before on the north shore of Oahu, in a place called Hanama Bay. There's a cliff that you can jump off of, and you jump off the cliff when there's enough water that's going to be underneath you to receive you, so you don't damage your spine or break any bones or stuff like that. You know, get injured beyond repair in the water of the ocean, get carried away, eaten, bleeding like chum, and drawn out to sea way long before anybody can come find you. Anyway, so I was a very risk-taking person. I didn't see that behavior as very risk-taking. I saw that behavior as something fun to do. I want to see what it feels like to be able to survive that. I want to be able to do that and say, I did that. That's how I always looked at those situations. That looks beautiful. Is that safe enough? How can I make that safer? Oh, I can wait till the water comes in. That way I don't die. Okay. All right. I still want to do it? I got a good chance for surviving. It's worth it. Let me do it. I'm not going to be here for a long time in Hawaii. I don't have a lot of, outings scheduled like this on my calendar. I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity to jump off this cliff a couple of times in my thong. Yeah. That was fun. I felt fine. My coworker didn't do so good, though. He hurt himself. I went back a second time to jump again. He hurt himself after the first time. I went a second time because it was fun. And so let me do this one more time. And then I felt fine. Like I can go swimming now. I don't feel pent up. You know, I feel fine. And then I'm like, I'm ready to meet a horse. I don't mind. See, because I don't need to be like already ready, grown up to go meet a horse. I can go meet a horse and grow up with the horse. That's why I'm not worried, I just need to make something to eat for myself. How about I make some YOUSZz toast? I wonder if my eggs are still good in the fridge. I know my eggs aren't good in my body. Whatever. Yeah, I don't trust my eggs. I've done a lot of drugs in my life. I wouldn't use my eggs. Don't use my eggs. My eggs are bad. They're expired. Like me. Go away and die, everyone. I'm hungry now. It takes a lot of effort to bitch and figure yourself out and not be mean. Let's be hungry. I need to cook. I'm excited to cook. I like to make French toast. That's my favorite thing to make. It's so easy and it's so good. It's so much fun to make. And it's so much fun to mess with. You can't compare people to food, Bless you, pear dog. Yeah, it's time to go make some food, man. I'm excited. I'm happy for that.